Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Maths and Science tutorials. Let's go straight to the point. This is a suspected question. All right, this can come. You can meet this at any point in time because it really seems complicated, but it's very, very simple. Where you are going to apply all the principles regarding horizontal and vertical shift, compression, what have you, reflection in the x-axis, reflection in the y-axis, and so many stuff with coordinates given. So for this question, you can easily score everything and you can easily deviate. All right, so let's strictly adhere to the principles. All right, if this is your first time, kindly visit my previous lectures where I've dealt with this into details, where I started from the scratch, easier to understand and appreciate. So solution. So giving h of x equal negative 4g, negative 3x plus half plus 5. This time around, the constant is already isolated, so you don't need to do justice over here. Alright, so you have to do justice to this. You have to factorize. So I have h of x is equal to, I have negative 4g. Then I can bring negative 3 out. Then I have x. Let's have 1/6. Let me do this here and see. Plus 5. Let's see if the factorization is correct. I factored negative 3 out. So negative 3 by x gives negative 3x. So this is correct. Negative by negative gives positive. That's correct. Then 3 divides 6 2 times. So I have 1 on 2. That is correct. Okay. Alright. So having done this, let us now apply the principle. Let's first focus on this, right? So we want to find for k. So k is equal to 1 over the absolute value of b. Is that also? So I have 1 over the absolute value of negative 3 becomes positive 3. So I have 1 on 3. So we have horizontal. So we have horizontal compression by scale factor. Which is my k of 1 on 3. Is that also alright? So therefore, given the point, so we have 6 and negative 9. Whenever you hear horizontal compression, horizontal stretch, vertical compression, vertical stretch, you are going to multiply. You are going to do some sort of multiplication over there. Alright? So which one is the lowest one horizontal? I'm going to get this because x being the horizontal. Okay? So this is my x-axis along the horizontal. Look at it that way. Alright, so I'll keep my y coordinate constant. So I have 6 over here. So compression times the scale factor, which is what? 1 on 3. So 1 on 3. Then comma, I'll maintain my y coordinate, which is my negative 9. So I'll have what? 3 divided is 2 times. So I have 2, comma, I have what? Negative what? 9. See, this is the first what? Procedure. So my second in order. So we are done with this, right? We are done with this. But look at something. There is a negative. Sorry, here. You are still here. Negative is attached to the thread. So I can't move from here, then focus on this. No, I have to do justice because of the negative over here. So here you realize that you are trying to negate the x part, okay? So when you have a situation where you negate the x, that means you are doing reflection in the y axis. Okay, see the questions we've been solving so far, negative wasn't there. So after finding for the scale factor, we then just straight away move to this. But here negative is there, so we have to do justice over here. So because we are negating the s component over here, that means we are reflecting in the y axis. So secondly, we have reflection in the y axis. Reflection in the y axis. You know that when you have a y comma this, when you reflect this in the y axis, that means you are going to negate the x and retain what the y. That also we are just going to apply the same thing. So the point we got for this, that will become our reference point. So I have what 2, negative 9. Viewers, you have to be extra careful. So imagine you had the first coordinate to be wrong. That means whatever you do is totally wrong and you score what? 0. So be very, very careful when solving for it. So because this is correct, you are going to use the same, that's the coordinate over here to work out for the rest. So I'll have what? Here x has been negated, right? So I'll negate x, which is 2, then I have what? My negative 9. Afterwards, I'll proceed using what? The current point. So imagine this is wrong, everything will be wrong. Did you get that way? Alright, so we are done with this. So let's come here. We have, alright, so we have this. So that's reflection in the y-axis gives this coordinate. Okay, so what are we supposed to do next? We are now going to tackle this. Is that okay? So we said we have x minus 1 over 6. We equate it to 0. We have x is equal to positive 1 on 6. Okay. Again, this one is horizontal shift. So why is positive? We are moving towards the right. So that must be 14. So if that is the case, then I will say horizontal shift to the right by 1 on 6 u. Okay, so this was the coordinate. Negative 2, negative 9. So I'll have, because it's horizontal, I'm focusing on the x, okay? So I have negative 2. Whenever you are moving to the right, you add, okay? When you are moving to the left, you subtract. So I'll add negative 2 plus 1 on 6, okay? Then, comma, I'll maintain my negative 9 because I'm not tackling any vertical something. Okay, so finally, I'm going to get, so by the help of the calculator, if I have negative 2 plus 1 over 6 over here, so I can have negative 1.833, comma, then I have what? Negative 9. Okay, so again, I'm going to make use of this coordinate. So what do I do next? So I'm done with this. Finally, so I'll now come to this. So I have vertical what? Vertical stretch. So we have vertical. So I think this is the third. This is the fourth. The vertical stretch by a scale factor of 4. If you don't consider the negative 4, okay, absolute value of the negative becomes positive. So we have, whenever you hear stretch, vertical stretch, horizontal stretch, vertical compression, you do multiplication, you don't add. Unlike this, where you have to add or subtract, okay. So the coordinate was negative 1.833, negative 9. Is that also? Then, because it has to be vertical, we are going to consider the y and maintain the horizontal, which is like x. I have negative 1.833, and I have negative 9. So negative 9 times this 4. Okay, times this 4. So I have, so my point becomes negative 1.833, comma, then I have what? Negative 36. You get it that way? As simple as that. Follow the principles. Then the fifth one is, after that I would have come here, but realize that there is negative over here, so I have to also do the negative. Because if you solve previous, negative wasn't there, so we have to ignore negative is here. So this time around, realize that we are trying to negate the whole expression. So it's like you want to negate y. If you want to negate y, what it means is that you are doing reflection in the x-axis. That's what it means. But negative just means now we are negating the whole function which is y. So negating y means reflection in the x-axis. We have reflection in the x was r. So for reflection in the x-axis, we have s, y. So reflection in the x-axis, you maintain the x and negate the x. So this is my point, my current point or my reference. What means I have negative 1.833, I have negative 36. So my new set of points is that I'll maintain my x, which is what? Negative 1.833. Then comma y was what? Negative 36. I'll negate the y again, the y coordinate. Now I'll get a positive 36. So positive 36. Viewers, am I done? Let's see. So I'm done with this. Then the last thing is I'll tackle this part. So this represents either vertical shift or that vertical shift to the upwards or vertical shift to the downwards. Positive implies upwards, right? So we have the sixth one, we have vertical, let's say vertical upwards by 5 units. So for this you don't multiply, you have to either you add or you subtract. So for upwards, downwards, you have to do addition or subtraction, but for stretch, compression, you do multiplication, alright? So I have my current point is negative 1.833, 36. So I have vertical, so I will tackle this, since this will represent my vertical component, okay? This. So I have negative 1.833, then I have 36. And because we're moving upwards, okay, so I'll add, it's positive. So plus what? Plus 5. So finally, I will have this negative 1.833, and I have 41.